All right, this might be the video you've all been waiting for if you know Vedanta. When we first walked into the Grand Mayan at Vedanta, we were stunned. You're immediately hit with this massive entryway, 30-foot sculptures, lush greenery, soaring ceilings. It felt more like an ancient palace than a resort. And I literally turned to my wife and said, okay, this is different than any place we've been. And even though our first sales presentation left a really, really bad taste in our mouths, seriously, it got personal and pushy. What blew us away was the resort experience itself. The staff, the service, the way everything just worked. And look, I'm a skeptical guy. I've heard all the timeshare horror stories, but here's the thing. This wasn't about whether it was legit. It was about value. What were we really getting for the price? And I still remember watching my nephews and my 1-year-old daughter laughing in the wave pool, totally carefree. My brother-in-law looked over and said, "This feels like a once-in-a-lifetime trip." And that moment stuck with me. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what it's really like to own a Vedanta. I'll share the good, the bad, the perks, the pitfalls, and I'll save my honest answer for the end. Is it actually worth it? And stick around because your decision might change by the time we're done. So the first time we were there, the sales rep was incredibly rude and pushy. At one point, they even said we're going to give up on our family by not becoming members. It was crazy. It totally crossed the line. My wife and I were really offended. But honestly, the resort won us back. Not the salespeople, the resort, the amenities, the beauty of the grounds, the hospitality. It was very hard to ignore. And we were invited back on Vedanta's dime, and that second visit was 100 times better. Watching our kids laugh with their cousins in the wave pool, yeah, that sealed it. And bringing lots of our friends there, it made it worth it. We purchased the Celebrate Park package for around $16,000. I know a lot of people in these videos will tell you what they paid. I don't care. I'm being super transparent, and I want to make sure that you understand what you're getting into if you go through some of these things. Just so you know, the Celebrate Park is all sold out. We bought it in 2018, so you can't get that anymore. Now they're offering different properties that they're building. And remember, it's not a timeshare, it's vacation ownership, so you can only buy into whatever the availability is for a certain property. Okay, so going back to it, we paid around $16,000, and that gave us 3 weeks per year for the first 10 years, and then 2 weeks annually after that. It included access to the Grand Mayan, which is where we wanted to be anyway, since it's great for families. That's where the wave pool, the slides, all the kids stuff is at. And we paid cash. They offered us financing, but interest rates in Mexico were insane. They're like 14%. So we said no thanks. Okay, some of the other things that we got in a contract that if you're just a visitor, you don't get. So we got 2-for-1 or half off massages, 10% off our total bill whenever we go. Ocean view upgrades. So if you're not a member, you usually get the city view, which is still amazing. But if you are a member and you own there, you get ocean view upgrades. You also get the ability to book early. So we can book up to a year out, and then we get free access to the gym. And that gym access for me, I like to work out, period, but I need to work out on vacation because of all the food I want to indulge in. And excursions, they're also discounted, and you get different color wristbands that unlock certain pools and service perks. And they also offer exchange programs and a travel portal. We don't really use those. They have like Vedanta cruises, and they have lots of other resorts, which we have done. We don't book other resorts usually through their portal. We've gone to Cancun, which is the Riviera Maya. So next, what's it been like on the resort? And we've brought a lot of friends who aren't members, and they all loved it. We've even scored the occasional Grand Lux upgrade because we would ask at check-in, or they would just upgrade us automatically. And we haven't started renting out our extra weeks yet, but it's on our radar. What's great is we don't pay unless we stay. So there's no annual maintenance fee. Some of these places you have to pay every year no matter what. And that's rare, and it's one of our favorite parts that we don't get to go every year. Last year we went to the Philippines for like 4 weeks, and then the year before that we went to Korea for like 2 weeks. So we didn't use our timeshare, or we didn't use our timeshare, or our membership. So but it's good that we don't have to pay for it unless we use it. Let's talk about like what value and compared to how much we paid. So in the 9 years we've saved probably $6,000 or $7,000 per trip in just the room value alone. So the rooms we stay in cost $1,000 a night if you booked it outright, and our week cost us about $1,400 total. So our break-even point was just 4 or 5 trips. Everything after that has been pretty much pure upside. With a lot of the other discounts we get, for us, because we love going there, we feel like we've probably paid back whatever we invested. Okay, but who is this for, you want to ask? So this is not for people who are gonna go once every 5 years, because if you don't go to these places once every 5 years, definitely not worth it. Just borrow somebody. But if you go annually or even every other year, it can be an amazing value. I had buyer's remorse at first. The $16,000, that's nothing to balk at. That's a lot of money. But every time we go, I see our kids making memories, playing in the pool with family, friends, exploring new parts of Mexico, somewhere outside of the US. That's when I know it was worth it. How we think about upgrades, it's interesting. Like, we only upgrade when it adds true value. So we upgraded once on our most recent trip to get unlimited access to the park and the gondola for life. And we can do that at any parks. So any water park, Riviera Maya has a water park. If they open any other parks, shows, gondolas, we're gonna have lifetime access to those things. For me, well worth it. Going to the presentation, if it's your first time, do not buy. Experience the resort yet. Take notes on what they offer you. So write down like the cost, all those things, and don't let the sales tactics wear you down on day one. Be patient. If it's right, you'll know. And yes, they will always have something to sell you. So if you come back in 5 years, they will still have something to sell you. You're never out of chances. So don't feel like this is the only opportunity for you to do it. Make sure that you feel good about it. Experience the resort. See if you imagine your family growing up there, or you and your wife spending 2, 3, 4 weeks a year. There's a lot of people, say it like Canadians, that spend a month at the resort because they save up their weeks and combine weeks, things like that. So if you see yourself going to Mexico every year, twice a year, especially Vedanta resorts, it might be worth it to you. So is it worth it? For us, the answer is yes. We've made our money back in just a few trips. We've created memories that our kids and family and friends will talk about for decades. We still look at pictures from 2016. And we've introduced dozens of friends to a place that feels like a second home to us. But here's the thing, it might not be worth it for you. If this is gonna be a once every 5 years kind of trip, like I said earlier, skip the membership. Take the presentation, get the perks, enjoy your stay, walk away. But if you can see yourself coming back every year or two, if you want a place where your family can recharge, reconnect, and feel completely taken care of and feel like a second home, then yeah, this might be one of the best decisions you make. Just do not rush into it. Experience the resort, ask questions, be ready to walk away. The offers will always be there. I need to emphasize that. And again, like the offers, they'll always have something to sell you. And when you are ready, you will know. So thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our full Vedanta video series and let us know in the comments what your experience has been like. We're happy to help however we can. See you on the beach. Boom.